Good morning and welcome to the Coffee Access Travel Podcast, where we take you on a journey through the world of news, culture, gastronomy, lifestyle, and tourism in the central coffee growing region of Colombia. I'm your host, Erin Donaldson, inviting you to grab a cup of coffee and join me as we explore the intersection of travel and discovery. Thank you for hanging with me, and today we might see a little bit of a different format as I'm still trying to get in my groove, trying to figure out where this podcast is going and what it's doing, but we've had some feedback, and today we're going to try for a little bit of a shorter segment. So let's get this show on the road. And it's time for our news segment. Our idea, our goal, our propósito, as we say in Spanish, with this podcast is to help local expats and foreign residents. I know they're the same, but hang with me here. Migrants, people who come to Colombia. We want you to be able to connect not only with local news and culture and language, but we want you to feel like you understand a little more of what's going on. We don't have as much bilingual resources here in Colombia as you might find in the US, but hey, we're working on it. So, first in news, Colombia had the highest average ever with visiting tourists spending on average 1,472 US dollars. This means that every person who visits spends more or less 6 million pesos Colombianos in the local economy. What does this mean? This means that those 6 million pesos are going to restaurants who are buying food, who are supporting butchers, who are supporting farmers, who are paying for gasoline, who are driving cars, who are essentially moving in the local economy. And we just had a recent meeting between collegiate advisors, industry representatives, government advisors, social organizations, and producers regarding SENA. SENA is kind of like a post high school technical school here in Colombia, a lot like community colleges back in the States. This news piece that came out recently in the press group of Manizales, which I'm a member of, stated that there are 87,534 persons participating in programs throughout Caldas in the SENA Training Institute. The budget for this year was 59 billion pesos, which is over 15 million American dollars, of which 66% has already been spent. So this is a community college which is funded by the government and offers career paths that train workers for local industries, including agriculture and manufacturing. They also have courses for like baristas, how to, coffee, manipulation courses. So this meeting between collegiate directors and industry representatives, government advisors, basically all the entities that have an interest in it. Their goal was to strengthen relationships with productive sectors to ensure SENA reaches its goals by creating a ready-to-work employees and a more well-educated workforce. For example, today we're going to be talking about La Galeria. La Galeria is a big market plaza. Well, more about that later. But in essence, it's where all the production and all the local produce gets brought into a central part of Manizales. The women that run the restaurants at the Galeria, um, they have received a lot of training from SENA to help ensure that their um, restaurants are clean and that they're using good food prep practices, which is a big deal. Today, in our lifestyle and culture segment, we're going to focus more on the food culture of this area. And I want to talk to you about gooseberries. Gooseberries, which is called uchuvas here in Colombia, are a tropical fruit commonly found at La Galeria. They sell in these little baskets for about 3,000 pesos, or you can get them with the leaf on and you peel the leaf back and then you eat them out the leaf. Turns out that these uchuvas have some interesting health benefits. They have higher levels of vitamin C than lemons and oranges. They are really high in antioxidants and they have incredible immune boosting properties. That and they're really pleasant to eat. They're not too sour, not too sweet. They have a nice texture, as you can see here in the video that I made for you, showing, me cutting them and eating them, and all around just enjoying them. So that is gooseberries, our gooseberries. Um, the next fruit I want to tell you about are mangosteens. Mangosteens are one of my favorite fruits here in Colombia. They are only harvested once or twice a year. I've been bothering everyone at the Galeria asking when the mangosteens will be back, and they said, "Oh no, April is it." Well, turns out we've had another crop of mangosteens. So right now at the Galeria and in many areas of Manizales, you can find this unique and exotic fruit. And would you believe it? But there's even Colombians who've never tried this fruit before. There's a trick to eating it. You have to grab the stem and try to break it open from the top down. That's the trick to getting these open. You put your thumbs together at the top, or you grab the stem and you just break it in half. You don't want to press down too much because the purple part will get mixed in with the fruit and it's a little bit harsh to the taste buds. So you want to try to open it up without making too much of a mess of the purple husk or outside protective cover that this has. And you eat the white out of the inside, but they have like these seeds. So when you're eating them, you chew around the seeds and they spit the seeds out. And I'm not a big fan of swallowing just any old thing. But it's a wonderful fruit, and it also has some unique properties for health. Mangosteens are also very high in antioxidants. They're a type of superfruit, and they are absolutely delicious. And now I'm going to show you some B-roll footage that I made from a trip to La Galeria this week.
Good morning, my name is Erin Donaldson, your host with Coffee Access Travel here in La Galeria de Manizales, one of the principal areas to buy and sell fruits and vegetables from the surrounding pueblos. Come along with me as we explore one of my favorite places here in the city of Manizales. Or if you take a tour with me, you'll get to see it anyways, so let's check it out.
¿Me puede buscar?
Buenos días.
Mira, a mi favor.
This is called Pavilion de las Ramas because this is where you can buy herbs and flowers, some of the more exotic fruits and vegetables. Even loofahs and gourds. So check it out. Guanabana juice with sabila or aloe vera. This guy says, have one. I said, oh no, how much? He says, no, de cuenta de la casa, which means on the house, so that you keep coming to the Galeria. I said, well, can't say no to that.
And that's it for today. What did you think? We had some visual representations of a couple of my favorite fruits, uchuvas and mangosteens. And we had a little tour of the Galeria Manizales, one of my favorite places in Manizales. And we kept it short and sweet. Coffee Access Travel Podcast is your source for news, lifestyle and culture, tourism information about this region. If you enjoyed our podcast, be sure to subscribe via patreon.com/coffee access travel, where you will get all of our updates anytime a new episode comes out for no more than the cost of a cup of coffee. And finally, if you own a local business that is of interest to local foreign residents and visitors, feel free to email us at coffeeaccesstravel@gmail.com to learn how you can sponsor our next episode or episodes. We have that sponsorship slot open. Right now, we are averaging about 100 views for each episode, but we hope that that will change over time as word gets out of our podcast. So that's it. Until next week, my name is Erin Donaldson, your host, signing off.